All right, guys, it's week 7, and this week I'm doing something a little different. I'm sharing the majority of the cadenza with you, but in addition to playing the music, I'm also going to be pausing it as I go through the cadenza and talking through some of the technical things I'm finding challenging, issues I'm still having, what I think is going on, and just kind of try to troubleshoot some stuff as I go through and play it. So the recording I took 2 days ago, and now I'm talking through it, and I'm hoping to use this feedback as I practice it more and eventually get hopefully a much cleaner, more beautiful recording of this spectacular cadenza by Fritz Kreisler. Okay, so these octaves are okay. I've gotta say, it sounds like I get them right-ish, but I get them wrong an equal number of times. I just don't share those takes here. And I hope to improve this over the course of the next couple of years, I'm going to say. Getting better at octaves and knowing where these notes sit on the fingerboard. Maybe I'll get better at it this year, but being confident with that opening is very challenging. This is a really beautiful phrase, and it's going okay. My 16th notes still at times feel kind of clunky, and the intonation needs to be a little bit more precise, especially with half steps. But overall, this is kind of the easier part before, well, what happens right after this. Okay, so this motif of the F drone, so you're holding an F on one string, playing an F on another, and then doing a triplet with different notes while you're still sustaining the lower F. This motif is really hard and really frustrates me. It's not normal, and it's not normal for me to play yet. I notice that I get really tense, especially here when I'm playing this, and I want to work on that. Right now I have to stop the bow in between triplets when I have the F and then the E. You'll probably see that in this next moment. I have to stop the bow because I'm still kind of chunking it. Very awkward because your hand shape goes from this to more like this, and it's just new for me. So it's clunky and often out of tune. So my first goal is, of course, to get it in tune. But my first goal is really not to add tension when it's not in tune. And then once I start removing that tension, I think it will be easier to be consistent with the intonation and get it in tune more often, right? Okay. Okay, so I really like how much I'm moving here, and I'm very into the music, but you hear that I then mess up my bow control, and I think it's actually because I'm moving so much in that spot. So I kind of want to keep the expressiveness, but not move as much. I really do need to just focus on my contact point there, and again, just be careful of adding extra tension where I don't need it. Don't worry, Reese is still here. She just wanted some time off camera, so she's literally right there off camera. Okay, so I am annoyed that I am beating with my body here. You see, 1, 2, 3, 4. This is me trying to think the quarter note and kind of keep track of the repeated notes. And I do think, again, that physical movement is probably making things a little harder for me. All right, so here my neck muscles are like really popping out, and I think that's because I'm playing with way too much kind of like tension right here. And yes, it's a very passionate moment in the music, but that doesn't need to translate to physical tension in my body. In fact, I think the music will be translated or communicated better if I stay relaxed and if my shoulders stay down and I'm not like flexing everything here. It's something I'm starting to watch more. How much do I add tension here when I'm feeling expressive? And how much does that actually get in my way? So I think a lot and a lot. So I'm trying to kind of get away from that. All right, so this is another really important section to watch. Am I adding more tension as the harmonic tension increases? This is probably one of my 2 favorite spots in this cadenza, and this is right after a beautiful augmented 6th chord that is hopefully in tune. Augmented 6th chords are one of my favorite types of chords, and it's just amazing to hear Chrysler kind of spin this moment into something so beautiful. I might be kind of adding so much tension and expression that I'm tensing here and affecting my intonation and also my tone. And again, it's when I feel the music really strongly, it's really easy for me to add so much when I should let it all go, and then it would speak even better. Alright, the notes you just heard have a ways to go. I think, first of all, you hear me breaking the slur for those bigger slurs. I'm kind of breaking it into triplet, 16th pattern, 16th pattern, and that's because there are a lot of notes, and for my brain it's like kind of confusing, and right now I'm still working on getting the pattern correct. And that's why I'm breaking the slur apart. It needs to be a smooth slur, and it should sound kind of just like a smooth line of notes. It's not there yet. The other thing I wanted to say is this double stop where I just stopped the video on is weird, and it's really hard for me to get it in tune. It's a perfect 4th up in like, is that 6th position? 5th or 6th position? Yeah, and it just comes out of nowhere. And that's how it feels for me right now. It comes out of nowhere. I don't have any sort of setup like it should be here or whatever. So I could really improve my accuracy in that double stop, and I could really, really improve my comfort in getting there. I'm not sure how I do those things, but it's on my mind. The intonation here is far from the ideal. I love that, I think it's a G chord, open G, open D, D, and B. It's just a really cool moment. I think I'm putting extra weight here, and then when I'm shifting, everything's tight, and then when I finally did make it to first position, I was flat. So ugh. I'm definitely hearing more tension in my notes. Okay, so, and then real life happened. I got a phone call like 20 seconds after I just stopped the video and stopped the take before the cadenza was over, but hey, it's real life. I hope you enjoyed this. I'll be back next week with more Beethoven, some of the second and some of the third movement. And the cadenza, I believe, is going to be a longer work in progress, so I'm hoping to get a better recording closer to the end of March as I wrap up this project. And I, of course, could not end this video without Reese also saying bye.